everyone, I'm so excited to share this diamond in the rough with you today. It's the JOAH Beauty Perfect Complexion BB Cream, which I'm going to be demoing today in the shades Ivory and Vanilla mixed together, along with the Perfect Complexion Eye Serum Concealer, also from JOAH. And you are not going to believe what high-end foundations I'm going to be comparing this to today. That's going to be coming up in just a minute. Also, I'm going to be doing something at the end of this video that I've never done before, so make sure to stick around. Okay, so getting started here, I don't have on any primers, just my normal skincare today. I picked this up at my local CVS, but you can purchase it at joahbeauty.com, where as of this recording, it's currently on sale for $5.99 US. Now, this formula claims to cover, blur, hydrate, and protect. It has niacinamide, which offers a brightening effect, and it's medium buildable coverage. So now with that knowledge in mind, we're going to be putting it to the test. And right off the bat, I can tell you that their claims are 100% spot on with me. Now, if you're strictly a full coverage foundation fan, I did get a medium to almost full coverage, but because of its hydrating qualities, you want to be aware of how the formula sits on the skin and that it's really only meant to be around a medium coverage. It's one of those that if you start putting on way too much, way too fast, you are going to get a little bit when you put your sponge in it. It's going to be kind of removing it while there's still other foundation around it. So just be aware of that if you are only into full coverage foundations. So let me break down the basics for you. This comes in 6 shades. You get 1.01 fluid ounce or 30 ml of product. It's for all skin types. There's no fragrance, no SPF, and it's also cruelty-free in addition to being free from all the bad stuff I will list here. So JOAH says that this has a natural velvet finish, but don't let that trick you because I don't know, when I hear the word velvet, it makes me think more of a matte finish. And this isn't like a flat matte finish. The finish to me is incredibly beautiful. And it actually reminded me of, brace yourselves, the Haus Labs foundation and the new NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. You know how both of them at first glance look almost like they're a satin matte, but then you turn your head just a bit and the light bounces off of it just ever so subtly, giving it that kind of healthy skin look. That's what this does. So although I'm not quite ready to commit to calling it a dupe to those, it very much reminded me of those two foundations. And speaking of those two foundations, I am currently prepping the Foundation Lady Awards, which will be coming out in a few weeks. These are going to be the best of the best foundations I used in 2022. We have a Viewer's Choice Award, so I need your help. If you haven't already answered my poll question I put out this week, then in the comments below, can you please let me know what your favorite new foundation of 2022 was? Now back to JOAH. I got a good 8 hours of wear before it started to fade, and it especially faded around my nose because, to be fair, I was blowing my nose a lot today. But it faded very evenly, and you guys, I just cannot get enough of this finish. I can't get enough of this amazing price. This is just beautiful. I'm blown away by this. Okay, so now on to the thing I've never done before. You guys know that I am all about foundation, but today I'm trying something new. So iMethodBeauty contacted me and said, hey, we want to send you our winged eyeliner stamp and these, what is this, Perfect Eyebrows, the ultimate brow set for you to try out. So starting with the winged eyeliner stamp, and I can tell you, I have such hooded eyes that I kind of have stopped doing winged eyeliner just because I felt like on camera it was just so glaringly obvious when I didn't get my wings even. So this is really cool because I'm going to be totally honest. I thought this was a gimmick when I first saw it, but this really does work. You just press this stamp down and there's your wing. And it's actually like you're getting 2 eyeliners because they have one for the right eye, one for the left, you know, the stamps. And then on the other side of those is the actual liner that you do across the top of your eyelid. And the eyeliner that goes across the lid is one of those that it's almost like a marker. So it's that kind of stiff brush that doesn't move, which I think most people like more. I have a little bit of a shaky hand sometimes, so sometimes those stiff ones are a little bit harder for me to use. But overall, I genuinely am going to be using this again. As much as I thought this was just a gimmick, it truly made it so much easier. So if that helps you out and you want to give it a shot, great. So moving on to the Ultimate Brow Set, I'm using shade 3 and stencil number 2. So you pick out your stencil that matches the brow shape that you want. And I just chose the one that was closest to my natural shape. And then you dip this little thing in the pomade. And this is where I got scared because I thought this was going to give me the 2019 Instagram brows. You remember those that were really blocky and dark and perfect looking? And that just doesn't work for me. It looks really weird on me. But luckily, I can tell you it doesn't do that because the pomade is not as heavy as you think it's going to be. It comes off very subtly on this little poof thing. So you put your stencil up and you start from the end, the tail end, because of course we want the outside of the brow to be darker than the inside of the brow so that we don't look like we're angry. And you just tap, 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 pull away the stencil, and you have a really beautiful brow. So luckily it's not at all that crazy, well, I don't want to call it crazy because makeup is fun. We're allowed to do whatever we want with makeup, but it can also be used for a subtle brow, I should say. I will put the links for everything below, of course. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me today. I will see you very soon. Have a beautiful week.